I just realized I forgot to turn on my microphone. Yay! I just realized I forgot to turn on my microphone. Yay! I was here talking to myself, and nobody was even hearing anything. Oh well. My microphone position is not ideal, but I think the weird place it is right now is the best that I can do at the moment, unfortunately. I hit the microphone up my thing. We have the new voice, the 100. I kinda wanna try to like redraw this whole thing, but it might be a bit too much for today, depending on how I'm doing on time. Just me, or is my stream coming out really crunchy on YouTube? Whatever. I'm not gonna bother with it right now. There's too much going on. For now, I guess I just start doing their faces to get like an idea of what they look like, how their faces work and stuff. My tablet, like the thing I have my tablet on. How do you say it in English? Oh my god. Anyway, the like tablet support, I guess. It was feeling a little weird, but I think it's just the impression. Is my voice even coming out okay? Oh my god. Red way. Because I started trying to do like this actually. I chose this face angle like on instinct because I have a habit of just drawing characters in this direction, but now I'm realizing actually it's good that I picked this perspective because then I don't have to worry about figuring out what the hell his hair looks like from the front or from the other side. But still some wild hairs going on in LA. Like a little to the middle of his face, so kind of like this. And then there's a lot going on with this face. Oh my god. Is anything? Maybe instead of figuring whether the help this is first, just do the easy part first, which is like the back of his head. This here is kinda easy to figure out this from here. It's whatever is going on his friends. Maybe I guess I'll just simplify whatever's going on here so it's just like easier to like do anything with this guy. This feels like personal volume here. position of my microphone is being very inconvenient right now. Let me do this with my mouse thing. There we go. Now we do a like cleaner. Still kind of sketchy, but it's a better looking sketch at least. Did my music end? Yes, it ended. La la la. Let's see if I check this setup. Wait. Don't know if I'm gonna ink this, so let's do this like this now. Why am I making this? Can I make like anime girl eyes? People to see his ear. Sorry, I'm hitting the microphone with my tongue. I'm sorry again. Single is I'll do the other part first. Just do these. Don't need to get 100% identical. Okay, I'm struggling with this mic position because it feels like it's either too far or too close. When it's too close, I like keep hitting it with my pen or other stuff, but then it's too far. I get scared that it won't pick me up. hope and there has to be a better place to put this one. Yeah, no, I was trying weird stuff with the mic positioning. Wait. Yeah, whatever the hell this is might work with the mic positioning. Wait. Yeah, whatever the hell this is might work But it's funny. I turned off the ceiling fan because I was scared that, like, I was worried that the noise of the ceiling fan was gonna, like, I was worried through the screen too much, but now I'm kind of sweaty that the noise of the ceiling fan was gonna leak through the screen too much, but now I'm kind of sweaty. Still hitting the mic with my fucking pencil. Blue guy. Blue. Still hitting the mic with my fucking pencil. Blue seems a bit easier than the other ones to figure out. You might go back and ink the other laser, but I don't know where it is. Figuring back whatever. That's how this guys looks like in the first place. Oh, I just noticed a little thing. But it's so jewelry, guys. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Jewelry? Jewelry? Whatever. Weird stuff comes out of your mouth, and like you can understand English perfectly, but you like have no like close to no experience making it out loud. Thank you for winking. That means I have new skills on the right one. It's not too small. Let's make it a bit larger. It's not too small. Right? It's better. We're doing it. Wow. Deep water. That's a lot of eyelash going on. This isn't giving me for you, but I did like before. Like maybe you might get the color for you, but just do them. Every brush stroke I make looks more and more like Ryu. I don't even draw Ryu that much. Every brush stroke I make looks more and more like Ryu. With the carbon. And maybe now he looks less real. It helped a little bit. I think. The more I draw him, the more he looks like real. Oh my fucking god. It is feels alright, I think. It's the problem is that there's round enough here. The problem is that there's round enough here. Yeah, I think it's looking a little better now. It's an improvement. Yeah, I think it's looking. Wait, I drew this now. The wrong way. It's an improvement. Yeah, wait, I drew this now. Where the wrong way. Oh wait. It's an improvement. 100% again. Merge. Now. It would 100% again. Merge. Now. It would 100% again. Merge. Now. Just checking my messages again, just in case anyone's trying to talk to me and stuff. My messages again, just in case anyone's trying to talk to me and stuff. My messages again, just in case. I need to restart music. Why does it feel like when my music is on I sound louder, but then when it's off I sound lower? Why does it feel like when my music is on I sound louder, but then when it's off I sound lower? Why does it feel like when my music is on I sound louder? It might just be my impression. I have made my phone string open on a tab just to make sure that I have made my voice is actually coming through on a tab just to make sure that I have made my voice is actually coming through. Oh my gosh, Minori! There's a little bit of delay between when I say stuff and when it comes through on stream, it seems. So, hello, Kashminori. There's a little bit of delay between when I say stuff and when it comes through on stream, it seems. So. Hello, Kashminori. Sorry if it seems like I take too long to respond to something in chat. Delaying it when I say stuff when it comes to things. So. Hello. Is my stream like echoing? Wait. Sorry if it seems like I take too long to respond to something in chat. Wait. Let me check my audio settings. I think is my stream like echoing? I think that like me having my own stream on like I have my stream open on a tab just to make sure my voice is like being heard. Let me check my audio. But I'm having the weird feeling that I might be echoing a little. I think that like me having my own I'll turn off the volume of my own stream. If you guys can hear me, then I'm talking at a good volume. Yeah. Okay, so some things. Thank you. I made him like a few months ago. And I was just like waiting until I had the courage to actually start a stream. But yeah, I have his magical boy form, and I also have his civilian form as well. I like this Boueibu stuff. I thought it makes sense to have the magical boy form on for this. Yeah, I drew the red guy first. I struggled a bit. This part was really weird to figure out because it's like it goes places. Like everything else, it was okay to figure out like in pieces, but this specific part of this head was like there's weird volume going on. Yeah, he ended up looking pretty okay, but I was struggling a little to make it look okay. So much so that I move on to the blue guy exactly because he seemed like the easiest one of the others to figure out. Like it's just like round and kind of fluffy. Like I was ranting here to myself, like I was like, oh okay, I can't be sure that like people are gonna show up for the stream, and so I was like ranting, rambling to myself, like okay, at least then the VOD will be interesting. Even if I have nobody in chat to talk to, and I was ranting about how like every brush stroke I was making on the blue guy's hair made him look more and more like Ryu. Ryu from Love. Like, okay, now I get why I saw someone say that like it seems like he is gonna be the third of this season. Like after I figured this part of the hair out and like figure out how to make the back of his hair actually look like that in this picture, until then he was still looking a lot like Rio, but with a different hairstyle. Yeah. I just realized I forgot to add this chain on his neck. Right here, let me just like sketch, so I don't forget to add it more properly later. Okay. I don't have money to spend on merch and stuff, so like they're just bad for my mental stability. There's too many magical boys now. There's so many magical boys. My obsessions are growing. Just magical boys living in my head rent free. I wanna see your custom dolls once they're done. See what they look like. Because if Steph is not gonna give us dolls themselves, then that's all we can do. I know how to draw it. I kinda know the logic behind it, so this should. I say as I fumble the size of this chain. This is. Is it just because I said I kinda know what the logic with chains are? I immediately feel like I'm fumbling. This looks right. Okay. Oh my gosh, I take my base sketch out and he looks even more like real. Let me fix the volume here. Weird because like first of all it's not the same studio anymore, and also I don't actually draw you very much, so why is it that everything I do to him makes him look like real? Maybe this will help. No, this looks a bit better. Okay, oh yeah, I told my sibling about the announcement, and my sibling is like, from the time of like Higurashi, they showed me a screenshot of like a meme from a very weird like scene from Higurashi. It looks so like, okay, you could kinda justify that it like, okay, it's a scene that has action going on, so like it makes sense why some things are weird, just like me to abuse mirror frame, but but there's like some stuff in it that's like foreshadowing. Not foreshadowing, foreshortening. Let me see if I can find it. I have to show what it looks like so it makes sense what I'm talking about. Here. It is. Like, okay, I can justify her face because, like, okay, it's a snare, probably a snare frame. It's probably action going on, but her arm still looks a little weird. But Studio Dean is like Higurashi and Hetali are from a good while ago now, and Studio Dean has also done the prequel sequels, and I haven't watched the Mahotsukai sequel yet because since Crunchyroll actually has the original Mahotsukai, I wanna like watch the whole original show and then watch the sequel that's Mirai Days. But I have watched like half of the Yes 5 sequel, the Power of Hope one. It hasn't had anything that's like bad enough animation wise for me to be like, ugh. But then again, I'm not the best at spotting animation stuff, so like for me to actually like notice things about animation, I need to be either like really really good or really really bad. Like, okay, when I watched say Yuri on Ice for the first time, I paid a lot of attention to the skating scenes because let me start the music. I'm pretty sure there should be like a setting on YouTube to loop music automatically, but I couldn't find it. So anyway, what I was saying is like when I watched Yuri on Ice, I paid a lot of attention to the skating scenes because I had heard people say good things about it, so that gave me a reason to pay attention. But like otherwise, I don't pay a lot of attention to animation. So, but one that like really sticks in my head as like so bad that even I noticed was Persona 5, which is sad because the game is really pretty. So there literally was a scene in Persona 5 where there was like, we have one character, and then here we have the other character, right? Then, like, imagine these is the frame of the scene and stuff, and then I think like in post they went to like fix their height difference. All they did was do this to the protagonist. You could see like a little gap between the protagonist and the bottom of the screen. Like it needs to be that level of bad for me to notice. There's also like a lot of scenes in Persona 5 where the Persona 5 anime where I was like, I would notice that like for some reason different characters had like different line thickness for some reason. Like one character will have their lines looking like these, and the other will have their lines looking like these for some reason. Like it was was not a very good anime. Anyway, green guy. I started talking about animation. Green guy is cute. I like him. Like a little hole on his face. Like he has a little mole, like the corner of his mouth. Cute. So figuring out the last place they have someone who wears glasses. Yeah, like, to be honest, I feel like Boueibu is at a point where, like, I don't think a new season is gonna bring that many people in, but I don't know, there was a handful of people who came in from the Eternal Love announcement and stuff. So like, I don't know what the chances are of new people actually coming in and like trying to ruin people's fun. Like in the end, it also just depends on how we react to like one thing that I think I've noticed about the people who like ruin fandoms by trying to be the fan police is that like there are times when like just not giving them the attention they want is like enough to make them move on to other things. So I drew this on the wrong layer than what I intended again. Oh well, so it's a fix at least. But yeah. But yeah, this is why like my main fear is the like season wars rather than ship wars, because like the vibe I get from the fandom is that there aren't many ship wars, at least not anymore, now that there aren't enough people for the fan police to agree with. So, but I do worry about people being mean. Oh, Happy Kiss or Haikara. Like the little ship wars I do remember is like one instance of someone who shipped back Gora trying to like saying they were getting mean messages. But I think that was like the only time I saw them. I have sometimes seen a few old Enatu versus Hinatu discussions that felt a little worried, but like not enough for them to like feel as bad as other fandoms, you know? Yeah, I think Haikara might have the advantage of coming at such a high time, especially since we still have Love Macho coming eventually. So like for the people who are not interested in Haikara, it's like you still have Love Macho over there for the old character. But we don't know yet if Love Macho is gonna have plot, but it's still gonna be something. My latest rewatch of the OVA, I didn't mind it that much. Like, I kinda like the story. It's just the main problem with the OVA is just like, why is there 50%? Why is 50% of the runtime AMVs? Like, aside from the MVs, I actually found the OVA to be alright. Like, I know you like season 2, but on my latest rewatch, I wasn't a big fan of season 2, so I at least like the OVA a little more than season 2. I don't know, I just think season 2 kind of overcompensated on the fact that like Yumoto didn't do much in season 1, but then I think they focused too much on him, and then everyone else ended up like so pushed aside that it felt weird. I also didn't like most of the monsters, which is sad, because I actually like I do like a lot of the monsters of the week in this one, and especially in Happy Kiss. Happy Kiss has some of my favorite monsters. But like, yeah, season 2 not having that many interesting monsters didn't help it in my book. Yeah, Bread Clip Monster is one of my favorites too. What episode number is the Christmas episode? I don't remember. I think it might be 6 or 7? It might be 7? I don't know. I like the Christmas episode in season 2, but I think that's like one of the few things that I can say, yeah, I like this episode in season 2. Oh no! I mean, I like it because I like the comedy, the episode of them like trying so hard to like transform without the twins seeing them, but then the twins know. The twins know they are magical boys, so they are also trying to give them an excuse to transform. I used to really like the chest hair episode, but then after my recent rewatch, I'm just completely neutral on it. Like the first few times I watched it, I actually laughed a lot at the chest hair episode, but this time, for some reason, it didn't give me the same laughs. So the chest hair episode for some reason was just not that funny this time. So I'm just neutral on it. It's alright. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's just okay. I don't think there's ever any episode of Boueibu that I don't watch to the end. Like, I don't like the panda episode very much. Like, I kinda like the Yoryu drama stuff, but I don't like the monster. I think the poop stuff is cringe. I don't even like the word cringe, but the poop stuff makes me cringe. Yeah, like why poop? I get it, fun panda facts, yay, but why? Why would you do that? And also, like, the first time I watched the Panda app, I almost dropped the show. Like, I don't know, back then I didn't really care for the drama that they had given during Ryu back then. But nowadays I'm fine about it. About the drama itself. I just don't like the monster. My life would be so weird if I hadn't sticked with Boueibu. Like, what else was I gonna be obsessing about? I don't know. Like, was I just gonna be an idol anime main instead of Magical boy, man. Considering how most idol anime fandoms are, I'm glad I stick with the magical boy. I have no idea what's going on with this yellow guy. What am I doing with him? I don't know. This is wrong angle. It's a little better. Yes. Yeah, as I was like talking about like people being mean, about it being my fear of people being mean about it being different boys. Like so far I haven't seen anything that bad. Like it's a lot more reasonable reactions than when I saw when Happy Kiss was announced. I still see a little bit of that nobody acts for this sentiment that I disagree with, because hey, I don't mind them giving us new boys every now and then, but I think people are being nicer this time. After I added his hair properly, he looks better than what he was looking like before. Because my thing with like Boueibu doing new boys is also the like there is no other major magical boy franchise, so where else are you gonna get consistent new boys? Joke says over. Okay. Because like sure, Precure did voice in Wonderful and Hirogaru, and there's at least one or two guys in Delicious Party who kinda count as magical boys. They're not pures, but they're more like Tuxedo Mask-esque characters. But like he consistently wants more different takes on magical boys. Boueibu is basically the only one that's willing to do it. So, yeah, like, and as I said, Precure kind of tried, but for some reason, Toei, which the company that makes Precure, they like, I don't know, they have weird ways of doing things sometimes, or like one thing I heard about them ages ago is that like they are scaredy cats in a way. Like every time they delve too far from what people expect of one of their franchises, they eventually swerve right back into what's normal for them. So like they did like 3 seasons straight that like had different takes on, okay, how about we have boys in the main group, which was the seasons I mentioned, Delicious Party, Hirogaru Sky, and Wonderful. But then now they're doing Idol Precure, which like, so far, as far as I have seen, there's like not a single boy on the site, not even like as like a majorly relevant civilian friend, which I feel sad about. Like, hold up, I have to get my drink of thought back. I stopped to drink water and now my brain is like, where the fuck am I? But yeah, I get sad about Precure not even trying to do more boys this season, because especially since I really liked Wonderful, a lot of people don't like. The impression I got is that a lot of people didn't like Wonderful, but I loved it. And I love the boys, love the girls and the boys, but like otherwise they're just using much magical boy stuff outside of like indie projects that you have to be really lucky to hear about. And it's not even like nowadays I don't hear the weird complaints about magical boys that I used to hear a lot when Boueibu first came out. So I don't think it's a thing of like conflicting with the ideology of magical girls anymore. So it's really funny reading that, because like, oh, they are going to ruin magical girls, and then 10 years later we are still struggling to get a single boy in Precure consistently. Like literally the only time I heard the oh my god, this is something stealing from the girls, the argument again was exactly when Precure started doing more boy stuff with Pure Wing and with Dancing Star. I was like, and even more interestingly, some time ago I read an article that speculated that like actually magical girls that there is a chance that magical girls actually started in male dominated circles instead of female. Like the speculation that it might have started in like doujinshi circles that eventually led into like the shoujo mangaka people. But it's like it's something that is hard to like find concrete examples of because it's like stuff that was made a bit discreetly, like stuff that wasn't made to be super big, you know, like just stuff that some guy would draw to sell a comic fair or something, and then it kind of grew roots there, possibly, but also like even if that's not the case, I don't see why. I don't understand these people's logic that making boys look girly or like making a boys thing that is barely rooted in a genre that's like mainly associated with girly stuff, somehow toxic masculinity. Like if anything, I see it more as the opposite, because like the hero inspiration that you're expected to have as a boy is not like a magical girl or a magical boy. It's something more like Kamen Rider or Super Sentai, if we're speaking like examples of what Japanese kids are familiar with. Wait. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I start focusing so much on the art itself that I stop talking. Yeah, like that's the other reason why I find the sexism complaint so weird, because like the target audience is not boys. Like yes, there are men and non-binary people in Fujin circles, but like many think, or at least when a random executive thinks of the target audience for a ship bait show, they're most likely gonna be thinking of women. So and on top of that, I think it's like kind of a natural evolution of the genre in a way, like because when you look at different Japanese franchises and stuff, you see that like it's not uncommon for there to be franchises where the main character's gender are actually meant to be the gender that the target audience is attracted to. So like I think a lot about the scenario of like a little girl who grew up watching magical girls, and then after aspiration, like, but then growing up to not care so much about girl stuff anymore, but still being like, oh my gosh, I like cute boys, and then but I'm like going into magical boys because it's like it's cute anime boys mixed with a genre that they like, you know? Yeah, like in the end, what matters is if the characters are fun. We don't. The characters are not really there to be role models in these shows. Maybe we can try doing like razor off. Yes, the poses a bit of it's a bit challenging, but Higurashi is still here. Hello. So no. Yeah, the way I found out about Boueibu was that like I was already very into like Precure and Sailor Moon and a little bit of Raecords Sakura. I wasn't that into Sakura back then, but because I only read the manga I think a few years later. But yeah, I was very into magical girls, but I always thought like, okay, but why are there not that many boys like Precure as an example when there was boys in when you had Tuxedo Mask in Sailor Moon and Sakura had Shaoran. And then I literally googled magical boy anime and Boueibu showed up. So I was like between I always remember very clearly that it was like season 1 had already ended. We had confirmation that there was gonna be a season 2, but we didn't know when season 2 was gonna be out. Oh no, for shortening! Oh no! My fear! One fear. Perspective. Hold on. Let me see. See how like you can make mistakes in my brain. Sometimes I try to use 3D models for like posing, at least, but like sometimes the actual anatomy of Clip Studio Paint's models like kinda trips me up. Like, there was one page in my comic or like I was trying to use a model or like a hand reference, but for some reason like I couldn't like draw the hand to look natural, you know, like something about the way the hand looked was weird. But I have to refill my water later. I have no water anymore. But yeah. Let me do this in another layer just in case. Because this is looking really concerning. Yeah, another thing about like what would life be like if I hadn't run into Boueibu is like I do wonder what my magical boy projects will look like if I hadn't run into Boueibu. Like, because when I first did that magical boy anime on Google, I already had like some ideas in my head for stories, but then like Boueibu kind of triggered more of it, you know. Like I think this looks alright. I think this is very weird. How do bodies work? I don't know. The angle of his shoulders. I think the angle of his shoulders are a bit wrong. I think I just need to like make it a bit more clear that there's curve here. Or that this curve is creeping me up a little. Then the next challenge is this other handle. No, I think there's probably like some bending going on here, like something like this. No, I used to do a lot of stuff where like I would just draw characters with their hands behind their backs. I think that's like canon events for everybody. Like something that everybody does is eventually when you are trying to draw stuff, you just cover it up either you cover up the other highway hair, or you like or you draw characters with their hands behind their backs. Oh no, you well technically you could like put special effects over the stuff you don't want to show, like say if this was a transformation pose, I could just do woo magic, woo, no hand, look, perfect excuse to not draw the hand. There's magic here. Of course there's not gonna be a hand if magic is covering it. Whoa. I think this one might be a bit easier to get. Yeah, it's a bit more usual, I suppose. I struggle more when like I struggle more with like open hand poses like this one. Because when something more cold, you can just kind of go like a blob and do this for a base, but wrists. It's another part of anatomy that I kind of struggle with is like the transition from arm to wrist, because like yeah, most of the time the wrist is gonna be at least a little bit different in width to the arm, but then the hand kind of has a different width too, so I am always there like how do I make this look like there's actually a wrist there and not just going straight to... I might need to resize this canvas later. Yeah, the flowers are not gonna fit here. Alright, I think. I don't know, my hands are weird. Yeah. I like the Boueibu one. Boueibu. Purple Pretty. I out of all the new guys, I do like. I think out of all of them have like cool things about them. I think it's easier to point out which one I like the least. It's just like I think yellow is the most just okay. I don't know. Maybe it's his hair. His hair is like... His hairstyle is a bit like the midpoint between like normal and weird anime hair. Meanwhile, everyone is more like sort of normal hairstyle, so maybe that's why he feels a bit weirder to me, but I think he's good too. His face, his expression reminds me of Kanata from Ensemble Stars, so... like... Which is actually a weird coincidence because Kanata is voiced by the same guy who voices Atsushi. So I almost said so, but in Portuguese for some reason. So that doesn't usually happen. I don't usually fumble languages, but but yeah, I think they're all cute in different ways. I think my second least favorite would be Blue, maybe? But I think that's just because I'm not vibing with him as much as the others. I think these three have like cool things implied by their designs in a way. Like, so I wanna know what the hell is up with this cat. Meow. Meow. He looks very... He definitely looks like he's gonna be dead inside this cat. Yeah, green gives me very like soft vibes. Like, I don't know. I look at him, I think about chill green tea time. For some reason, even though I don't drink tea. And I don't know. Maybe he could also be like, he looks gentle, but he's actually mean. He's not gonna lie, he's also giving me kind of Boueibu vibes from Genshin. I don't even like Genshin anymore, but it kinda slightly reminds me of Boueibu. I don't know if it's just because he's green with glasses. Yeah, okay, figured out red skulls. Right, the good thing about the others is that they don't have a weird foreshortening going on. So, oh my gosh, Green is holding his stomach. Oh, you can see his hand on the red one. Ew. Scandalous. Okay, my other struggle is figuring out perspective when there's more than one person. Not perspective, like figuring out positioning. The positioning when there's more than one person involved in a piece, you know? I'll go tweaking position as we go. Maybe I'll put him on. We do different layers. I don't usually do clear colors, but for this it might be helpful. Yeah, gay, homosexual, gay. So like, this chin. Why did you scroll up? I need to like... figure out how the flow, their positions work. Use of his eye. His eye. Bye bye, Midori. Gonna miss you. If everything goes well, the VOD is still gonna be here, so you can still watch later whatever you didn't get to see. I hate adulting. I don't even know if this is actually gonna help me, but any kind of reference or anything is good reference here, honestly. Oh my god, it's been almost 2 hours since I started this. Wow. Didn't think I was gonna last this long, honestly. My back is kinda hurting, but hey. Minecraft villager noises. So surprisingly, I don't feel like I was scared that I was gonna be too quiet, even when there. I was scared that I was gonna be too quiet when there was nobody in chat, but like I was still just mindlessly talking about the drawing itself. So like maybe I can just I am I am capable of just like just talking to myself in a way that's mildly entertaining, at least. So I thought I was gonna get bored just talking and nothing else, because usually when I draw, I usually have like a video or someone else's stream on the background rather than music. So Psycho is a bit funky. That's right. It feels wrong. Why am I even like focusing so much on him? I was doing this so I could get the reference for the other guy. Gonna skip from him. So yeah, I imagine if you're working, then you must be a bit tiring to keep talking and doing stuff. Because like I get tired easily too. My brain is square. oh yeah, like if you're standing all the time, then it must hurt so much. Like my mouth for so long. When I get home, I just don't want to do anything. Like, it's like you get home and then you take your shoes off. You get home, you take your shoes off, and then you feel that relief of like, oh my god, finally I'm free. I don't want to do anything. Forefront of the red hair. Oh, okay. Fine. Figure out perspective. There's no need for it to be exactly the same, but it's fine. But to try. These aren't so long. I feel like it's long. This feels weird. Sorry, I hit the mic. What even is human anatomy? Why? I feel okay lower shoulder. Go. This. Oh no. No anything. His hand is like. Sorry, my throat's red there. Actually, I'm gonna go get water real quick. I thought I had turned the mic on again, but I guess I didn't, or I like very quickly turned it on and off. I don't even remember if I was talking about something specific. I think it was just talking about the drawing. I think I was saying that, like, at least the green guy's hand it is on a very similar pose to the red guy, so I can just do whatever the red guy's hand is doing. Hello. I think it might be a bit early to include them in events, like we don't even know their names yet, so honestly, I don't think it's super necessary yet to include them and stuff, but it might be good to give a heads up that if you want to if you want to include them in the event, you can. That might be a good thing to remind people of. I don't know. I know that I don't know much about Tokyo Mew Mew. I do know that they're like mostly named after food, like Ichigo, Zakuro, Etasu. I still think it's very funny that one of them is named Lettuce. I know more about the boys Tokyo Mew Mew, but no one else seems to care about. Imagine naming like a human character Blue, like it would be so weird. Like, okay, naming characters after colors is like okay as long as you. I think it's not that weird if you're using like different words for the colors, like instead of blue you go for azure, or instead of red you go for something like crimson or like vermilion. Yes, crimson and vermilion are examples of VTuber names, but like just blue, just blue is so weird, really weird. Oh my god. It's one of those times where I'm glad that I'm Brazilian and didn't get the weird stuff that America did with Sailor Moon. The Brazilian dub, the only thing they took from the American version was the names. Everything else they stick very closely to the original. Like, I didn't watch that far of the old Sailor Moon anime, but I'm pretty sure they kept Haruka and Michiru as girlfriends rather than cousins. Okay, yeah, sure. He's your cousin. To just expand the canvas. I wonder what they would do with the twins. Like, not even. I don't even question just the stuff between the twins themselves, but like, I wonder how they would handle the twins thing with Gora. Because like, okay, if America thought the cousins were better than lesbians, then maybe they don't mind whatever the hell the twins are doing with each other, but who knows what they would have thought of their Gora thing. How did they do the Chibiusa stuff in the American dub of Sailor Moon? Because real equals girl. Oh no. What about Rio? Is America okay with boys being pink? Wait, I was gonna ask, but like, how did they do the Chibiusa stuff? Yeah, I was gonna ask about it because like I always say that like even when I was a kid, I could tell that Chibiusa's thing with Mamoru / Tuxedo Mask was not like just innocent, like innocent, oh I like you because you're my dad. So there are undertones to the Chibiusa stuff. Something that's like the movies state like very clearly that it's like supposed to be romantic. So like did the American dub keep the romantic stuff? Or did they like try to just change it? Because I also think it's funny that like with the Brazilian dub, I still noticed that it was supposed to be romantic, but like my sibling says they always felt like the old anime kind of toned it down. Like from what I understand, like the general consensus is that like Crystal and sorry, I heard a noise. I thought it was my parents coming back without warning. But the general consensus that I feel is like that Crystal and the manga are more obvious about it, but I don't know, even with the old anime I could tell I could see with my eyes what was being implied with my ears. I mean, to be fair about Helios, I don't think there's anything super weird about them. Is there? Like, I know, like, I actually don't remember much about the movie where he showed up, because when it comes to the old anime, I think I stopped watching right on the season where he was supposed to be introduced. So I only know what was in one of the movies. Oh my god. I don't remember much about Helios from the movie. Is he supposed to be old? Or like young? I think recently I saw someone say something about how like he looks old. He looks older than Chibiusa, but he's actually supposed to be younger. I don't know. I don't remember things about him. Sailor Moon ages are definitely a bit like how old is Chibiusa? I don't remember. Is she also 12? Or is she 8? In my head I think she's 8, but I'm not sure. I might just be like ripping up a little because she's so small compared to the other girls. I don't know if Sagi is supposed to still be 14 when she first sees Is that the same in the manga and in Crystal? Like, can I say a hot take about Sailor Moon? Can I say a Sailor Moon hot take? I don't like Sailor Moon that much. Like, yeah, like, I don't hate it. Like, I think Sailor Moon is fine, but like, between Sailor Moon and Cardcaptor Sakura, I vastly prefer Cardcaptor Sakura, and I also like Shugokara more than Sailor Moon. Yeah, like, I feel like Sailor Moon is one of those things that I keep in mind as like an example that something doesn't need to be a masterpiece to be popular or like have an impact. Like, yeah, like, if you're including boys, then definitely Boueibu is the one that lives in my head 24/7. But if we are talking only about magical girl anime, I'm more of I'm much more of a Cardcaptor Sakura guy, and Cardcaptor Sakura or Shugokara. It's like, I don't know, I guess it's just the focus of Sailor Moon feels a lot like, I don't know, the way Sailor Moon does its plot is a bit like things just happen in a way, like I don't know, I guess my thing with Sailor Moon is that, like, compared to Shugokara and Cardcaptor Sakura, at least with the manga, I feel like Sailor Moon just doesn't focus on character as much, so like sometimes it feels like things just happen just because, you know? Like, it's been a while since I read the manga, but I read the Sailor V manga recently, and it was kind of that vibe. Yeah, I feel like the problem I have with Sailor Moon's like pacing is that, like, it's hard to put into words when it's been so long since I read the manga and stuff, but like, I don't know, it's one of those things where like I'm not opposed to the old anime having fillers. I am opposed to the old anime doing character assassination with Mamoru. But like, the thing is, I don't even like the. It's not even pacing for the old anime. It's more like having that many episodes means they can actually explore the characters doing stuff. Like, I feel because of the way the manga is paced, everything feels a bit too one note. Like, it's something that I noticed when I watched the last Sailor Moon movie I watched was the one. Which one is the most recent one? The most recent is Eternal or is it Cosmos? I didn't watch the most recent one. I watched the one before that. Haven't watched the most recent movies yet. Because like one thing I noticed with the second to last movie, the one that I did watch, is like I don't like the concept of the villain guys, but like I feel like I would have liked them more if they had gotten more of an arc, you know, like just looking at them, they look like something that would have been interesting as in the old anime if I had kept watching that long, you know, like. But I don't know, in the movie, the pacing of Crystal and the manga is just not enough to like actually get to know these characters. So honestly, from what I understand, Naoko was like. Eventually, Naoko kind of real frustrated with the manga industry, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was the reason why it got rushed. Like, if it was like, oh, Takayoshi is like forcing her to make more Sailor Moon, and she's like not interested in doing that much Sailor Moon anymore. Because like what I hear often is that like the reason Naoko stopped doing manga is more because she was upset she couldn't do the stuff she wanted anymore. So not exactly because she didn't want to do manga anymore, but because the meddling in her creative stuff was getting annoying. But now I need to figure out why cat books. Oh no. Cat anatomy. Never draw cats. This is already wrong. Like I don't judge Naoko for like eventually just kind of giving up and deciding to to just stay home and take care of her kids while the Hunter x Hunter guy kept doing Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, okay, the posing is done, I guess. My body hurts. It's been like 2.5 hours, surprisingly. Thank you. Yeah, or someone who doesn't draw complicated poses very often. I am happy with this. Yeah. Just have to fix the side direction because it's bothering. Kind of wide that it's my mind, so find a way to make sense. Yeah. Yeah, I think this might be enough for today. I don't even know how many hours it was to just get the poses. I try to finish like sketching details and inking today. It might be too long, and I probably should figure out something to eat soon. I don't usually like stopping a drawing before I finish it, but I guess for today it's what we're gonna have to do because I spent a lot of time just trying to figure them out for a first time here. Yeah, I also, and again, I don't usually draw complicated poses like this, or like poses that involve more than one person interacting with each other, so it's like, it's a good learning experience, you know? It's funny, I was nervous about this, but it was fun. What fun. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy you showed up and that Midori showed up too. Somehow I pronounced Midori like I'm actually trying to speak it in Japanese. But yeah, it was nice. Maybe I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do this again. I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow is gonna be good too, but I can't be sure. But since we started this, I think I should finish it on stream too. Yeah, unless I somehow mess something up, I should have the VOD still available after I'm done, or at least be able to upload it later, so might be able to see me rambling to myself when you weren't here. I think it's a specific setting you have to keep an eye on, because there are some streamers, some VTubers I watch that like most of the time they keep the VOD up, but there are some like sometimes they will sing a karaoke with songs that like the agency they work under don't have the copyright to, so those karaoke's like stay unarchived. So I imagined there's like a setting you'll have to configure at some point. From what I've been able to tell from my computer space, this shouldn't be too big for the space I have available, my computer, but I don't know what I was gonna say. I got distracted. Was I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. This might be common. I got distracted because I went to look at like my other tabs I have open, and like I'm not even fully paying attention to whatever is going on in them, but I still was like, my brain still got confused. Oh my god, my computer was not doing noises while my mom was texting me. Oh my god. Just remember that it only does noises if I keep the tab open. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go now. Anyway, bye bye. Hope you You'll have a good day, Adri.